feeling a bit dusty today. I wasn't going to roll, but I feel obligated to roll to punish myself. We'll try and do the first round with Dorian because that I feel is as much punishment as I can get. But yeah, this is the end of the 10 a.m. class. We'll see. I'm expecting 3 rounds maybe. I got to save some energy for the Ladyboy podcast later today. All right, so rolling with 17-year-old Dorian Olivarez, who trains with us sometimes at B Team. His dad is his coach, and his dad really is the one that's the brains behind this operation. He's just made a very dangerous young Mexican kid. So Dorian's out here at Bangtao doing some training, so obviously I jumped at the opportunity to train with him, even in this hungover state. Dorian, obviously through his dad's influence, has mastered the art of engaging and disengaging and really recognizing when he's in danger, when he isn't in danger. So it's very hard to actually get solid grips on Dorian from the perspective of your initiations, really. If you take any form of guard or any wrist grip or any ankle grip, generally he clears that, resets, and starts again. And this is an approach that for the guy on bottom can be very frustrating, and it can force them to overcommit because, again, you're not getting anything going. So you see a lot of the times with guys like this, you have 2 choices. You can try to wrestle up. Obviously, if they have a wrestling advantage, that's going to be difficult. Or you can concede something. Try to give them something that they can't resist. You know what I mean? And sometimes that might even be a pass. And that's why I don't think necessarily conceding side control is all that bad, despite, of course, the rule system you're in. It can be bad here. So you see we're having a few scrambles here. I get a hold of Dorian's leg. I'm trying to get any form of leg entanglement. I present the front head here. That's a great opportunity too to end up on top, because you give someone a guillotine basically, because a lot of the times I roll to their back to finish, because guillotines are easier to finish off their back than on top of you, right? But Dorian recognizes that I was going to end up on top. He wasn't going to get the submission, and he backs out and keeps top position. So you can see he does a lot of athletic movements here, jumping around. I'm just trying to get a hold of this kid in any way I can. He is slipperier than a child support payment. So for me here, very tough, right? So I'm trying to fuck around with him, go for this punch choke here. He keeps his hips high, doesn't panic, doesn't make bad decisions. I'm always using my left hand for an inside pull grip on his leg to try to enter any form of leg entanglement. So I don't think too technically about what I'm doing, more conceptually. If I can pull a reverse close even, that's a great way to control someone. Because closed guard's hard to break, reverse closed guard is also hard to break, and it's not. Legs are slippery, but the torso we can get a good grip on. So Dorian tries to counter my false reap position here with an inside heel hook. But that is going to be tough to finish, but there's a good chance he might get me to second guess what I'm doing. And in that time, use that pause to clear it. So I'm trying to wrestle up on Dorian here. I was almost thinking he was going to take the guillotine bait again. So I stay in front head here. Again, Dorian's expecting a lot of specific responses. So just not giving people what they're expecting is a great way to create scrambles and opportunities here. Again, he is very disciplined and methodical in his approach. So you try and throw some curveballs in there to get him out of his comfort zone. If he expects a frame at a certain point, and I don't give that frame, it makes him, again, second guess his attack here. So this isn't a... So you see the inside knee pull here? That's what I'm really looking for a lot. Going for false reap positions here. Dorian's trying to do basically a reverse toe hold here. Generally speaking, my feet are super, super flexible, but on that footer, Joseph Chen broke something in the outside of my foot, and then a couple weeks later, I broke my big toe, so my foot's fucking in pain for a long time here. So at the moment you attack my right foot, you're going to get a stronger response, but generally, I like to live dangerously there. But you can see how that would be effective here. Sometimes you throw up submission threats that aren't real just because the guy's forced to defend it here. So you see Dorian is the master at distance here. He's keeping a bent at the hips posture so his feet are as far away as possible. Obviously, I'm not able to still secure it here. This is what I've been trying to secure the whole time here and find a way, trying to really see how he responds in these positions. But again, he's very, very slick at staying just out of danger. Sometimes guys rotate too much, or obviously if they don't rotate enough, I'm going to get their leg lock. They rotate too much though, and they're going to roll themselves back into a leg lock. So it's a game of just being out of range for a heel exposure. Dorian knows I'm throwing up a lot of little baits for him here, and he's very cautious again about jumping on any of this. He is going for submission threats. Obviously, we're crashing into other groups a lot, but a lot of the threats here, the guillotine threats on each other, not too strong, and that's the end of the round there. I think the first round we did together. But yeah, Dorian, again, master of engaging and disengaging. Getting in and pulling out, that is a master of the pull out. That man will not have too many unwanted children in his life. Like and subscribe to Bangtao, and obviously, again, help me get that GSP money next time.